Off on another adventure, are we?
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
handy resource indeed. Your field guide.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Looks rather...
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous...
I didn't.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better.
Confringo! Accio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Confringo! Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems... Bombarda. Incendio. Revelio. There's something here by the altar. Accio. United Leviosa.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, it's stacked on either side of this archway.
Leave most stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Accio. Revelio.
Bombarda. Confringo.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. I need to find a safe way across.
Lumos. Bombarda. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Descendo. Convulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Descendo! Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just...
Confringo!
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, you have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no... Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How great is it?
I tried. This looks different from what we faced before.
Revelio! Confringo!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Revelio! Incendio! Accio!
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Revelio. Bombarda.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio. Protego. Revelio. Incendio.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Repulsor. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Repulsor. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio. Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
thought that'd never end.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Revelio.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that... ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Revelio.
Your spells glance off of me. Not quite.
We'll make them retreat.
Revelio.
Oh, Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking them! Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Pharaoh. Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It was a You always look very smart.
It's not like her to forget.
Since you have something new from Glad Rags.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if... She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps...
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was...
What was she sending you? What did you find out about the dragon?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's like... Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like... Shall we see if she's home?
That sounds straightforward enough. I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs...
If you're right about finding her here, how...
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den.
Well then, let's...
Wonderful. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows. enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home. Good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
At least 10 usually.
Revelio.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Reparo.
Fantastic. She is again. She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like Hebrideans love sheep.
What? How lucky for us.
Revelio.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a growl.
Or just raring for a fight.
Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she's making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try. Get to that opening below her. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge
Reparo.
broken? If we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And it...
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people.
That's what Gran always... The important thing is that we survived it. Thank you for doing this with me.
Shall we head back?
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by...
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting.
True.
Unless what?
Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne...
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions. A box of artifacts. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I...
Be careful, Sebastian.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no...
I shall wait to hear from you.
Thank you. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Hello there.
Revelio. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean...
I think he simply wants to show...
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel...
Have you ever spoken?
Unbelievably, no. I cannot...
You said you know gobbledygook.
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading. Once I grew bored...
Lodgok is waiting.
Of course. I just...
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes.
Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
I'll be quiet.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this. See, it's something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this one.
That was meant for me.
Expelliarmus, incendio. I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Clever. see.
Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans. Revelio.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. Right. Don't touch your head. Thank you for making me
Revelio.
suspicions. Who my friends are now, don't I? If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building out here.
I won't bet.
I'll be quiet.
Revelio.
Humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. What? Up for a minute dying, aren't we?
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Incendio.
This is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio. Bombardo. Incendio. Defendo.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Protego! Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an integral move right now. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos!
sneaking about. You'll see. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what... Can we please...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
What are you up to now?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No witch or wizard will be spared. No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
I'm for a bacon and mushroom stew.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten. Dead asleep on my feet, I could.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal. We're making quick progress.
Revelio.
We must remain unseen.
For better or for worse, we're in.
I don't see myself doing this sort of thing. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
Oh, this mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Loyalists are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Incendio!
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Get free. Incendio.
That bridge has seen better days.
Incendio.
Revelio. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ramrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Lumos. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo. Protego. Revelio.
Quieter than a jobberknock. We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, this day has gone on too long. Someone's here. I will make you pay.
For a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio. Incendio.
We can have a look.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Incendio! Confringo!
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in... What do you have there? Still,
A journal entry by Isadora.
Something about this. Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts. And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
I have thrilling news. I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
If he thinks he's getting away with this,
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let them. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. It was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to...
If only two...
Easy for you, perhaps. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for...
I agree. I thought...
I can.
Breaks out in a sweat.
Is it really that
Is it really that important? Those bells likely... We can't simply...
Perhaps I could help.
Really? You're certainly a...
Are just inside in the bell tower.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight...
You know me. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right.
I'm not worried, miss.
I hope you are able to complete... Do be careful, of course. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way. Hogsmeade, here I come.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Penny wishes you safe. travels. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Leviosa! Someone there? Agria!
Everything's all right.
Leviosa!
Meet me near Hogwarts and we will devise a plan.
There. Not going to hurt you.
Unforgivable!
I should investigate.
If one more person asks me about her...
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Egg Haggerty. She's...
I'm not...
Then you're the... Good riddance, I want her caught.
I could keep...
Yeah. Besides...
I should be going now.
I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you.
Revelio.
Deal with your eyebrows all...
I ought to look into this. Mr. Haggerty wants night. Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio.
Who would have thought that butterflies of all things would lead someone to do that?
More gold? I must be getting closer. Revelio.
I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Hello? Wait a moment. Not quiet.
You've one less follower, Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio. Confringo.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Revelio. Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
An intruder!
Revelio. Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. I have the Niffler. Now to look for the Haggerty family heir. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Absolutely shameless.
I have some good news, Miss...
Nothing too unmasked, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a Niffler.
What? Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our home. But, well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must...
I'm sorry, Mr. Haggerty. I wish...
It was too much to hope for anyway. Catherine's a Glad I'll be able to look my neighbours in the eye now. Pity about that heirloom, though.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Peasy has a brand new game. Just beware the open flame. Oh, such fun!
Revelio.
I swear it wasn't what you think, my cherub. Your eyes deceived you.
On another adventure, are we?
It's a relief to finally have an answer.
Aloha Mora.
Ah, the bells must be upstairs.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Guardian Leviosa, perhaps?
Wingardium Leviosa.
One up, one to go.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish future generations... You don't know how much this means for me as a Hogwarts.
Well done indeed.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. I've become...
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well... You didn't see that. What a remarkable shot! Impressive. Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done.
You played a...
Slow down now. There we go.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and...
What do you mean?
She's fine, thank... She said they took...
I'm sorry, Poppy.
I should have known. And now another...
What do you mean?
One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place.
Where exactly are these...
Gran says that, from what she recalls...
Why would Snidget...
They could make more money. The golden snitch, if the poachers found...
Exactly what...
It's a... In fact...
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it. But I know she's devastated that poachers might go... We had the element of...
We need Ala.
Merlin's beard!
Sounds as if we need...
We'll need to be careful. Still, I think... I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle. That's Agabus Filbert.
All right.
And as my mother...
What sort of info?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle. We simply need to know what...
Where am I to find these friends of his?
And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags.
Very well.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.